Let's talk about the recent episode of the webtoon series Maybe Meant to Be. Episode 62 just dropped yesterday, which was titled My First Novel, and it starts in a flashback where we see Jiya hiding in disguise as she enters into a bookstore. It turns out the book that we saw in the last chapter, which was titled Is It Hot Because It's Summer, was her debut novel. She finds it embarrassing despite it being popular, but at the same time seeing people buying and reading her book made her realize the joy of writing. Back to the present, Jiya was stunned and curious as to why Neri was reading her novel. She couldn't believe that people are still reading her book after such a long time. She starts doubting if this was just a coincidence or if Neri knew she was the author and is doing this on purpose. Out of curiosity, she asked Neri on what she thinks about the book using this weird expression. This creeped her out, but she responded that she thinks the book is horrible, stating that it's unfit for our generation, cringe, and is clearly written by a teenager, but she finds it fun, and the story always makes her turn to the next page. She also knew that the novel won an award. This made Jiya blush, and is flattered by what she said, which Neri thinks is weird. Jiya asked as to why she would read it during her break. Neri explains that it was for her book report, which according to her, is the best benefit for working at Cafe Second. She states that the boss updates the recommended book of the week every Monday on their bulletin. It seems they would earn 100,000 won or $100 for every book report they wrote. She says that if she writes every week for a whole year, she could get money for a vacation. Jiya asked why the owner would do all that, which Neri responds that it helps the owner with her writing. Neri says that the owner also wishes for one more person to read her favorite books, implying that she wants Jiya to be a part of it. This made her think about how much she would earn per month in doing book report. She even started doubting if it was April Fool's and Neri was trying to trick her. Neri added that she even can get reimbursed for the book itself. Later that night, Minchul noticed that Jiya was acting differently and was curious why. She didn't know how to call it, so she asked him if he himself would accept an offer about the book review from earlier. Minchul doubts that this might be a scam, stating that no money in the world is free. 100,000 for 500 words means that she would earn 200 per word, which was too good of a deal. He added that deals like that are always some kind of pyramid scheme and tells her that she should report it or call 911. This made Jiya kick him, stating that she obviously knows that. At home, she felt that it doesn't seem right, but is also foolish not to take the money. She then remembers the time when she told Yeonju, which is her current boss, that she has no plans to write anything anymore as they parted ways. She started to doubt if she would write again after saying that to Yeonju in the past. This caused another Jiya summit in which her 25-year-old self argues that a book report is still considered writing and asks her current self if she doesn't have any pride after swearing it to her forever. She smacked and muted her 25-year-old self, stating that she doesn't care about it as long as she earned 100,000 won. She also added that she'll just apologize if Yeonju will get mad and see what happens. She thought that nothing is going to change if she keeps thinking about it. Few moments later, she reached the word count and finally sends it to her boss. But to her surprise, the boss instantly replied and sent her the 100,000 won as promised. This made her so excited as she rushed to Minchul, though he still thinks it's a pyramid scheme. Then, we see Yeonju, who's likely to be reading Jiya's book report, and we also see Yeonju, who is pleased about what happened, and that's the end of the episode. It seems that these two really wanted Jiya to write again, and Yeonju is the one plotting behind the scene. The entire episode feels like it was planned and is a setup for Jiya to like writing again. It felt like they've been capitalizing the fact that Jiya needs money after they learned that she was looking for a job few episodes ago. This made me question if what they're doing for Jiya is genuine, and that they want her to recover and accept the successful career that she once neglected. Or are they just using Jiya for their own personal desires? Either way, I think things might go bad from here. Another thing to note in the episode is the title of her very first novel. Is It Hot Because It's Summer? This might actually imply that this novel is about love or is just a gag for her pen name, Flaming Hot Chicken Feet. But if it is about love, then Jiya might once fall in love to certain someone, which might lead to the next plot of the story, a second male lead that will be a competition to Minchul. But what do you guys think? How do you feel about the episode? Write your thoughts in the comments. Also feel free to hit the subscribe button for more webtoon updates like this. Don't forget to like as well. I would really appreciate it.